Yo guys, hope everybody's good. I'm going to do a wee video on rest days, rest, recovery and performance. Doing the video because I see it time and time again, it getting neglected, and it is rest days. You know, we all love going to the gym, we all love training, and the training side we love. The thing we don't love is taking rest days and being away from the gym. And them days that we take away from the gym are very, very important. They are basically our performance, our overall performance and our overall progression. The split that I kind of recommend is 2 days on, 1 day off. I've done 5 days straight, I've done 6 days straight with 1 day off, I've done 3 on, 1 off. And when you're training hard and you're training intense, 2 days on, 1 day off, you be glad of that rest day. You know, if you're going to failure and you've got the intensity in your sessions, you need that rest to recover. If you don't take your rest day, what starts to gradually happen is performance starts to drop, it starts to taper off. It might not happen straight away, but it will catch up with you, and you dig yourself into a hole where you're getting sessions that's just not great. You're going into the gym, for example, if you did a bench press and your PB was 100 kilo, just say for 8 reps. So you're lifting this 100 kilo for 8 reps and you're training non-stop, fatigue sets in, and you're going back into the gym and you're only getting, say, 80 kilo for 6. That's not beneficial. That's not going to build muscle. So you've actually went back in progression effectively because you're not taking a rest day. So your rest days are very important, and there's certain factors that I basically keep an eye on. They let me know of when my body needs an extra rest day. So at the minute I run 2 on, 1 off. With this I can recover. With my current volume I can recover, and everything's good. But I do get spells where certain factors starts to creep in, and I know instinctively I need a rest day. And that's where people need to kind of try and learn the signs and be able to take a step back, because a lot of people still, even though the signs are there, their body's screaming at them, they still won't take an extra rest day. So obviously number one thing is performance. If performance starts to drop, one session we can, it's negligible. We don't really work off one session. But if you have 1 or 2 sessions in a row where your performance is starting to drop, there's a reason for that. That's your body telling you something. So performance is the number one factor. Appetite can start to go. So if you're hammering yourself into the ground and your body needs an extra rest, appetite can start to die, digestion, sleep. But the most important one that I do keep a tight eye on is performance. And all these kind of signs coupled together will give you the feedback you need to know whether your body needs to have a rest or not. You know, if you're working a long day and you do like a long stressful day and your body's lethargic, sometimes you have to make a call. Listen, I'm probably better taking a step back here, throw in an extra rest day and go at it fresh the next day, rather than you trying to drag your ass through this session and maybe only get a 70% session in there. 70% is not going to build muscle. It's not. And the sooner people kind of realizes this and kind of appreciates the rest days for what they are, then you will start to make more progress. Sometimes, you know, taking a step back out of the gym is more important than actually being in the gym, in a sense that recovery is key. And recovery is definitely key to performance. If performance starts to drop, then there's a big chance that you're going to start dropping muscle tissue. It's that simple. You know, so just bear in mind when you're training, manage your volume, manage your training volume, manage your rest days, and you should be good, and you should be able to maintain it for a long time. As I say, I do 2 on, 1 off. It's a really good split, and I kind of manage my volume to kind of suit these days. If I'm feeling battered into the ground, you can, and your body's really beat up, you can run a deload week where you will cut back to 80% of your max weight. Do that for 1 week and stick to like 1 working set. Take away the intensifiers, take them out of the equation, freshen up the body and go again. You just simply can't keep pushing at 100% all the time. You do have to take a step back, and a deload's a good way of basically still being able to go to the gym, but you're still getting the rest and recovery that you need to freshen up the body. Some people don't like mentally, you know, taking 3-4 days completely off the gym. Although they are beneficial, sometimes mentally they just don't want to do that. So that's where a deload would have its place. As I say, 80% of the load, drop intensifiers, do that for a week, and then go back at your normal split. So take home is, guys, appreciate the rest days for what they are. They're there to help and assist your performance and your progression. So hopefully this helps a few.